When he had asked to come down here, Captain Gustafson had almost said no. He remembered it took a moment to convince her. Then finally the mists of doubt gently vaporized in her eyes. It was an ironic image, he thought, given the current state of things. And now, looking over the environment, he kind of wished she had said no. Oh, it wasn't easy being specialist junior grade with minimal security, clearance, and seniority. Williams felt he had a lot to prove since joining the crew. Not only that, but he really did have an insatiable desire to explore. He had looked over the rocky steeples jutting up from the gaseous valley, and it had been beautiful in its way. Nevertheless, Williams had still been grateful for the spacesuit protecting him from that ravenous beauty. But then the gentle tremor of the earthquake, which had been almost indiscernible at first, intensified. It increased as he failed to attach the safety rope to anything in time and, sliding off of his feet, sliding off the rocky peak. Now there was only Freefall. Freefall was every bit as terrifying as he imagined. Like most Terrans, he occasionally had nightmares like this. No, on second thought, Freefall was worse than he imagined. His life flashed before his eyes as he plummeted. Of course, that wasn't unexpected. The eternity of those few seconds, the unfathomable slowness with which those seconds passed, that was unexpected. He quieted his mind for a final pleasant thought. At least he would find out what was at the bottom of the multicolored gas-fogged depths below the peaks. Williams wondered how far down he had to fall. At only 75% of the gravity of Terra, it would still surely be his death, but maybe that's why it seemed to be taking so long. Suddenly, his safety cord began to stretch and slow his free fall. Did it catch on something? Would it hold? Fearful of hope, Williams hesitantly touched the retraction switch in the front panel of his suit. Gently, hesitantly, with fear, but he began to rise. The clouds of gaseous fog began to clear away slightly with his emergence back to the peak. But Williams was still unable to reach liberty. Too much electromagnetic interference. As the clouds separated, he could make out his safety cord wrapped neatly around a rocky outcropping and fastened clean. His rescue was no accident. Had someone else come down from liberty? He turned to scan around himself. His eyes caught something amazing. What looked like a very large nose or human-esque snout was appearing in the multicolored vapor. As it came closer, two others appeared. He had been trained as best as possible for contact with alien life, yet the ugliness of the sight, the weirdness of it, well, it made him want to scream, but he didn't. As the great snouts came clearer into view, he could see what looked like almost human faces, but, well, they were hairless and having been hideously and unnaturally stretched over something like a long beak or possum-esque protruding jaw, and they were just floating there, almost bodiless noses with tiny mouths and eyes. No, they weren't floating at all. Williams noted on closer inspection that they were flying, sort of. A long cord-looking appendage jutted straight back from the eyes of their snouted face. Small tube-shaped protrusions to either side were releasing the same sort of multicolored vapor which fogged the planet's surface. And a much larger tube, extending from top and center of that row, reached up and waved about, sucking vapor in from the surrounding fog and clouds. Williams pondered it for a moment. It's some sort of biological propulsion. The three entities floated a little bit nearer, and he took a deep breath. He fiddled with his translator box, hoping it would work, and said a silent prayer first. "Did you save my life?" he asked. "My name is Bill. I'm from Terra. We come in peace."